present. We acknowledge the presence of all of you here, being the media houses. We are really appreciative of your presence. We are grateful to all of you on your support in any kind to make this day a success. We, the Coalition of Progressive Gambians, will still remind you that we are back on this ground again as a pressure group to follow up our last petition submitted to this house last year, November 7th. Our vision, as always, is that any government or public servant is held to account, home and abroad, by the people of this country. We want to ensure all Gambians enjoy equal rights, opportunities with diversity and inclusion, tolerance, social justice with social protection. Our mission is to stand up and ensure power is given to the people to enjoy their rights, exercise them with fairness and discipline. It is the objective of the COPG to create an environment in which the voiceless and the voice be respected, raising awareness of the people for peaceful coexistence that ensures politicians are always and all the time held accountable on their promises when they are elected in office. We also call for unity as a strength in fighting corruption and injustice. Together, and Gambia, we always put first with power to the people. This protest is calling for the retabling of the 2020 draft, as we know, produced by the then mandated Constitutional Review Commission, or the CRC. The draft Constitution 2020 was written by an independent Act of Parliament 2017 and in compliance with the 1997 Constitution, Section 226. It was widely consultative and embedded key issues facing Gambians in decades, such as formalizing secularism, leadership integrity, presidential term limit, successor of the president term, appointment of ministers, scrutiny by the National Assembly or the Public Service Commission, establishment of the prerogative of Mercy Committee, restriction regarding office of the president, proper declaration of assets in before and after election or appointment, immunity of legal proceeding for the president after office, election and appointment of the leaders of the National Assembly, regulation of political parties, dual citizenship, accountable or appointed in public service and elected public service, independence of the selected institutions, we all know as the Independent Electoral Commission, the Inspector General of Police, the Ombudsman, and all other institutions. Prohibition of the local CFO and Alcalo in partisan politics, which we have witnessed, as the President has just said, that he is urging all Alcalos and CFOs to campaign for him. It's a matter of unconstitutional move. Local government autonomy and management of the state-owned enterprises. The Coalition of Progressive Gambians and other stakeholders are present to raise concerns and demand an immediate consideration to the most concerns we mentioned here. In the country's nascent democracy, more than 70% of Gambians believe a new constitution is a primary step forward to change the system we still living with. Moreover, the COPG is convicted the 2020 draft constitution is the constitution of the people. It's not a personalized constitution like the 1997 constitution. It is the voice of the people and the set of principles we want to be governed with through personal integrity and national sovereignty. Recently, we were disappointed by the unconstitutional move by the executive and the Minister of Justice, who amended and omitted some of the provisions of the entrenched clauses of 2020 draft constitution without a proper consultation with respect for the voice and choice of the Gambians, and then brought forward what we call the 2024 Barrow Constitution, which we are not in line with and is unacceptable. The 2020 draft constitution is a document we regard as separate, is the proposal of Gambians after a thorough consultation home and abroad. it needs to be given the chance to undergo the rigorous process in the National Assembly. Putting the Gambia first, we expected its consideration and adoption by the pro-government parliamentarians, supported by opposing members of parliament, and to the people to decide in a referendum. Majority of the Gambians who contributed to the drafting were disappointed after almost 124 million and valuable time has been spent to draft this important document. The reaction of 2020 draft by the 23 pro-Barrow and NPP National Assembly members in 2021 without consultation and consideration of the citizenry will be remembered as one of the most adverse political errors they made in the history of this country. For the patriotic and progressive Gambians, these notable points are a prerequisite for a robust and reliable constitution for the good of all and for good governance. We therefore call on the Minister of Justice and legal advisor to the government to respond to the public outcry and retable for promulgation the CRC draft constitution. The National Assembly to ensure that the amendment in Parliament is reviewed and it must reflect the aspirations of majority of the Gambians. We will continue to monitor and evaluate the progress of this call and hope the voice and choice of the citizenry will be acted upon. We thank all of you for listening, and we hope CSOs that have been calling for the accepting of the 2024 with amendments will reconsider their thoughts and at least urge government and their National Assembly members in all the constituencies to reconsider retabling this 2020 draft, because it is the voice, the choice of the people. Thank you all.
Thank you all.
Thank you. Thank you, Celestine.